Hello there everyone. Today's video, I thought I'd have a look at the recent additions and also disposals from the so-called basket of goods that the UK authorities use to work out the rates of inflation. So the rates of consumer price inflation, CPI, they basically get a basket of things and say, right, how have these changed month on month? And work out the inflation rate thereon. Now it's quite an interesting read, and this is all available on the government website. Specifically, in total, they monitor the prices of 743 individual items. Now, for 2023, 26 items have been added to the basket, and 16 have been removed. And typically what happens is that the ones that have been added are for things that are more fashionable, that people buy more of, that they haven't done previously. And the ones that get taken off is when fads change, fashions change, and people don't buy as much. So they try and keep current with this so-called basket of goods to work out the inflation. Just thought I'd have a little dive in, and we'll go through some of them. So additions this year. E-bikes becoming more and more popular, electronic bikes. So that's why that has been added to the list. Another one, security cameras. These cameras that you get on doorbells, which are all the rage, which a lot of people have now, because they become more popular, they have now been added to the basket of goods for working out inflation. Another thing on the list, frozen berries, part of the health kick. We're all trying to become more healthy. A lot of people are into these homemade smoothies and everything else. So frozen berries added to the list, the basket of goods for working out inflation. Another one, actually, this is quite an interesting one. I've just been watching my TV and the sound is not so great. And I was just saying to my good lady, I think we should get a sound bar. And I'm just having a look at the basket of goods, the new entrants for 2023. And one of them is a sound bar, becoming more and more popular. So the government said, right, we're going to add a sound bar into the basket of goods for determining the rate of inflation. Very interesting, right? So what about on the flip side then? So items that have been taken out of the basket because they're no longer popular. Well, the first one, digital cameras. So, when I was a kid, in fact, way past being a kid, you got your 24 exposure films on your camera, and that was it. And then you bought another one and you took them. And then I'm guessing, when was it? Probably when I was in my 20s or late 20s, they introduced digital cameras, and it was incredible. And you could just take as many pictures as you want, and you didn't have to worry about getting them off to the chemist to get them exposed and charging whatever they charge to come back with 24 lovely pictures in a wallet. And if you wanted to take hundreds of pictures, it was going to cost you an arm and a leg. With digital cameras, you take thousands. It's not going to cost anything. And that was such a revolution. But now, fast forward 15 years, 20 years or whatever since the digital cameras came in, we've got the iPhones. And so no one is buying, or relatively few people, are buying digital compact cameras. So the government said, hey, get them out of the basket of goods for measuring inflation. No one's using these things. It's just a sign of the times. What else have we got on here? Spirit-based drinks. They've been taken out. So apparently there's quite a few items for restaurants and cafes in the inflation basket already. And so they said, look, let's take something out. Spirit-based drinks, low weighting anyway. When people go to restaurants, apparently it's more spent on wine and beer, not spirit-based drinks. So that's been taken out. What else have we got? Sign of the times, cooking apples. God, I remember when I was a kid and my mum and my grandmother used to use cooking apples all the time, but apparently fewer shops these days stock cooking apples. No one's buying them, so that has been taken out of the inflation basket. And then one that just caught my attention was I thought this has got to be so rare. I'm not surprised this is taken out. Home killed lamb. So how many people slaughter a lamb at their house? Not too many, I would have thought, but that has been in the basket for measuring inflation for years. Finally, it's been taken out because, surprise, surprise, there is a low amount of people doing home killing of lambs. So there you go. So just an interesting overview there on some of the ins and outs into the basket of goods, the so-called basket that the government monitors prices on. 700, just shy of 750 items in total. Like I said, a couple of dozen new additions in 2023 and 16 removed. Just basically a sign of the times. But that, folks, is how our statisticians, government statisticians, are measuring inflation. So there you go. So anyway, if you like this video, please do, as always, remember to subscribe, and I'll see you soon.